Hello everybody, my name is Ito. I'm happy to bring you second match of the day. It's going to be Red Devil versus Gorilla Cheeks. We are just finishing up the knife round at the moment, and it looks like Red Devil actually managed to come out on top of this one. These teams are two very big question marks. I have absolutely no clue what to expect from either one of these teams. What I do know though is that Gorilla Cheeks is made up entirely of Arizona players, and you gotta rep the AZ scene. You absolutely gotta. And so I have big high hopes to see that our Arizona boys will pop off and show off some God tier CS. But let's be real here. Who knows what's going to happen here? Lots of big question marks. Hopefully not for the worst. So Red Devil, you currently have Horeg, T-Des, Jessicus, Ace, and Esk. I'm not going to lie, I'm super hungry right now, so I'm just kind of doing this on a whim. Haven't exactly prepared to see what's going on in this matchup too much just yet. But what I do see is that it looks like right now Gorilla Cheeks are setting up for an A pop here. You see that they've gone on quite a bit of apartments control. They have two players dedicated towards lower banana, but again, they used to have a ton of apples control at the moment. Stone definitely trying to sell a fake at the moment, try to get some rotations happening or at least some aggression. But Jessica's perfect jump spot is going to be able to see a ton of information for the price of absolutely nothing. Then set up in the happy Deagle corner and try to do some work with these pistols here. First point of contact will be GSI, who goes down immediately. Easy Ethan gets a nice quick trade out, but the CT is still left alive and hitting here. It's Horeg, another Arizona player who's currently still in the picture. As rotations start coming through from Red Devil, Gorilla Cheeks will set up in a strong post-plant scenario and a strong post-plant area. Unfortunately, Hammer isn't quite able to come out on top of that second duel. He gets one for his trouble, but it's still going to be 3 versus 3. And still, that kit is in play. Luckily, though, it seems that Gorilla Cheeks have weathered the storm for the time being. They end up bleeding a couple of players, but it's still a win for them nonetheless, thanks to Easy Ethan in particular. Another Arizona native here picks up a triple kill in the pistol to put his team up 1-0 in this best of one. And honestly, off to a really good start. I wasn't too happy with what Gorilla Cheeks were going for when it came to their A fake. Like, it just seemed really lackluster. You saw a single flash from Stone and then just some spam towards wall. It didn't really sell me, but it feels like they won all their individual duels, and that smoke towards CT seriously was, I suppose, the catalyst to them winning that game. That round, I should say, not the game. Can't count your chickens before they hatch. Now Red Devil going for an ace stack this time around. I think Gorilla Cheeks will have become wise to it. You see there's only one player dedicated in ace over towards B. Everybody else, the CTs, although they have forced up, kind of pale in comparison to what Gorilla Cheeks have brought to the table. Easy Ethan, with literally only a USP in tow right now, definitely wants to try to get that AWP out as soon as possible. He showed prowess with a pistol as well. So maybe he can go ahead and deliver for us anyway. Ace pushes through the smoke and CT, and unfortunately doesn't put together any kills whatsoever. So that is a bomb site completely granted to Gorilla Cheeks for now. However, there's almost no map control to speak of from Red Devil as well. And that makes things considerably harder for them if they want to try to retake this, which I'm guessing they're completely content with saving their guns. Horeg sitting behind the porch, or underneath the porch I should say, takes down Ace. Excuse me, takes down Hammer. I can't speak for some reason. And will retrieve a Mac 10. So pretty healthy for Red Devil when it comes to this round at least. Again, they're maintaining everything that they bought into this one here, making that round 3 a little less depressing. T-Des in another aggressive position. Looks to be trying to find a gun as he sneaks up through T-Ramp. He might be able to find one. Indeed, he tries to. Surprisingly, D-High manages to win that duel to CZ. Can't run and be too accurate with it, it seems. Gorilla Cheeks, they win the round. And also manage to take a couple of guns out of the hands of Red Devil. Taking a couple of players through. You see it's going to be a 4-1 split. Again, Ace is going to be our only player over towards B. aggression from Easy Ethan as he pushes up towards top banana. Ethan wins that duel, and that's the only player left at B gone. And really, Red Devil at this point, it's most likely a done deal. They're just going to maybe try to save their guns once more. Who even knows if they'll go that far. You see Gorilla Cheeks are still playing this slow. They expect some sort of B stack. Definitely not expecting the exact same recipe that Red Devil did last round. But this is an interesting mid setup here, I should say. See, potentially the CT's winning 1 or 2 duels here, but surely they can't win anymore. Stone is actually going to be the first face. They dropped the bomb. I have no clue why Stone was trying to entry frag in. Luckily, Hammer, or Podba as he's in-game named at the moment, will go ahead and ground things to reality for a little while longer, but that was unnecessarily scary from Gorilla Cheeks. And if that pistol wasn't scary enough, this round most definitely is. Red Devil are going to be forcing up all the guns being brought to the table now. M4's full utility. Everything you could hope for. Ace is doing a little bit of a shoulder peek over towards mid. He's a bit exposed for an alt mid peek, but luckily it seems that he is wise to it and will back up as a result. Aggressive banana control from Red Devil, though. I like this. It's an adjustment that we haven't seen so far from the CTs just yet, but I think it's going to be really good when it comes to that map control. Really force Gorilla Cheeks to use a lot of their utility just to get into some of those areas that you would hope the Ts would have early round. Just Cuz is the only player who's remaining here. Since they have so much information to themselves, it allows Horeg to rotate over, or at least stay in a rotator position over towards CT. Meanwhile, everybody else makes their way over towards A. You see Gorilla Cheeks is setting up for an execute onto the A site, so this gamble will maybe let them get the full flush that they need. Smoke from JSI, it's a nice one-way. Doesn't exactly favor him with the positions that the CTs are currently holding. Red Devil, they look prime and in perfect position to finish this push up. I'm surprised. They actually aren't winning these duels whatsoever. Podbot, Stone, and JSI all pick up kills. And it is just an overwhelming offense from Gorilla Cheeks as they plant the bomb and officially win the round. As you see, Red Devil, they aren't even bothering to go for this. Their money is in such dire straits. There's almost no reason to even bother. Full save through. Jessica and Horeg will be holding down banana together. But that's another clean round on the board for Gorilla Cheeks. I mean, going to be switching things up a little bit here. You see Hammer, AWP in hand, is just going to try to play very, very safe. Ethan inherits the AK-47, excuse me, of his teammate while they go ahead and chase for a couple of kills, but it only ends up feeding Just Cuz a little more. Unfortunately, Just Cuz refuses to reload and goes down with the ship, dropping 2 guns out of the hand of Gorilla Cheeks, but they still have a very healthy economy, winning 4 rounds in a row now. Win bonus is really starting to stack up for them. Plus, they've been getting the bomb down time after time. Even if they lose this round in devastating fashion, they're going to have at least one more buy in store for them. Meanwhile, for Red Devil, it's not very good news for them. They're going for a B stack this time around. Dedicating one player towards A, and again, it's Ace. This time he doesn't have that MP7, or MP9, I should say, that he had to call his own. This time he's stuck on a CZ75. Pistols across the board for Red Devil, but Gorilla Cheeks are content sticking to their default right now. And in fact, they can do them one better, as well as you see Easy Ethan has pretty much all of banana control by himself. If Red Devil were to go for a 4-man peek, they most definitely could overwhelm Easy Ethan. Let's see if he's up for this challenge here. Flash comes through. Easy Ethan misses the first shot because he's blind. And now he has to deal with Red Devil trying to line up after him. T-Des pushes, and unfortunately, it's all for naught. Ethan can still hold down this area all by himself while his team starts eventually pushing into the A site. Ace is in cold zero at the moment right now. This box might be good to deny a plant, but it's surely not going to be able to go huge. The trades will most definitely come through if it'll even go that far. He gets 1 kill for his troubles, but that is about it. Red Devil fall flat on their face yet again on this eco as Gorilla Cheeks plant the bomb, get a little more money in their pockets and deny Red Devil any chance of getting back into this game on the CT half. Still looking good. And really, it's just been good news after good news for them. They haven't seemed to struggle at all, Gorilla Cheeks, as they're clapping the cheeks of Red Devil. They will go ahead, have the bomb explode. Again, lots of money to work with here. It makes things so scary for Red Devil. And in fact, they only drop a single player in the midst of things. That's Hammer going down. Not too shabby whatsoever. Gorilla Cheeks are going to stay very, very healthy here. You can see maybe some of the money will be evened up here. I would imagine JSI is going to drop for Hammer. Okay, well, their guns will work themselves out either way. Red Devil will finally get their second buy-in that they most desperately need. Most definitely need, I should say. Aggressive Molotov from Just Cuz and Horeg as well. So it looks like Red Devil, they want to bring that aggressive banana control back to the table. It was most likely their best shot at winning a round that they've had so far, and it didn't quite work out for them. And speaking of things that aren't working out for them, seems that they struggled a little bit to get T-Death on top of the balcony. And, oh my lord, T-Death playing with fire there. Gunshots ring out behind him as they set up for this A execute. It's a nude push right now, and no nades have been thrown or expended just yet, so it's going to be a healthy execute if Gorilla Cheeks decide to take it A, which it seems like they are right now. That seems to be the forecast at the moment. Stone with bomb in tow. He's perfectly content staying in the spoiler. He's made a little bit of noise, so he's given his position away, but it doesn't seem to matter because they're just immediately going to start pushing out. Duels end up going in favor of Red Devil. And just like that, it looks like Red Devil might have finally found their elusive first round in this best of one. Things aren't looking fantastic for Gorilla Cheeks. That timer is starting to really burn down a lot. And since they dropped bombs, Stone was trying to entry frag again through Boiler, and it's just not the right idea there. They drop bomb and are officially, or pretty much at least, zoned out of the round entirely. You see a player through balcony. Ace, I don't know how he didn't get a kill whatsoever there, but he ends up falling, so it makes things a little bit sweeter for Red Devil and a little more bitter. Or excuse me, a little more bitter, I should say, for Red Devil, and a little bit sweeter for Gorilla Cheeks, because now that's another gun that they're going to have to buy, and their money isn't endless. Compared to Gorilla Cheeks in particular, who have a much healthier economy, I mean, I don't know. Red Devil, they got the round that they need, but they're going to need something a little more convincing, because if Gorilla Cheeks start fixing up those issues that I've noticed, I can see them putting together a pretty dominant T-half. Aggressive control from Red Devil again. They've dedicated 3 players over towards B. Unfortunately, they haven't taken the banana control that they want here, but they're doing quite a bit of damage. Podbot, that's Hammer, down to 24 health. That puts him within one-shot range of those MP9s, I believe, or even 2-tap range to the body. I mean, he's on life support at the moment, to say the least. You see Stone is, meanwhile, in apartments, trying to prod for a little bit of information, but won't be granted to him. Here's a nade go out. Stone. He pushes up through long hall. It's all quiet on the western front for right now. As you see, Gorilla Cheeks are starting to stack up a little bit for an execute over towards A. But maybe it will be a changing of the seasons, because Stone, even though he's making a lot of noise over towards A, he ends up falling in the fight as well. And this execute is becoming worse and worse for Gorilla Cheeks just because they're bleeding players. They're trying to stem this wound, but they can't find the blood clot that they need because they are just bleeding so hard right now. They drop another player, Horeg, with a disgusting wallbang headshot. Takes down the bomb planter, leaving it squarely up to D-High in a 1-on-3. Down into a 1-on-2 after he takes down Horeg, avenges his teammate. He will be trying to commit to this bomb plant now, and he will at the very least get it down, but won't win the gunfights that he needs, and it will be a second round indeed for Red Devil. Esk will defuse a bomb. And CT stay alive one more time. And they can put together a relatively healthy buy as well. They dropped a couple of players, sure, but I mean, they're going to be able to put together M4s. So it's good headlines, and things are looking up a little bit more for Red Devil at the moment. As it seems that they don't want to switch up what hasn't broken just yet. Dedicating 3 players over towards B once more. They seem to do a really good job at snuffing out the push of Gorilla Cheeks. D-High is now the person in trouble. Barely avoids those Molotovs. And as the push begins over towards Banana, he doesn't win a single duel. Jessica's is put down to 19 HP. But that's really all the damage that's been done to Red Devil, as they are perfectly content taking some of that Banana control. Horeg is boosted up on top into a cheeky position. Simile, what are you trying to look for, my dude? Are you looking for the ESEA match page? My ESEA rank? I personally don't play a lot of ESEA, but I think I'm like, what, B- or something? I'm just a caster. I've been casting boring games recently. Well, hey, man, I'm looking for matches to cast, so, I mean, whose fault? Yeah. I appreciate Simile, and, well, you can always appreciate wonderful kills like that. Ace makes up for that whiff that he had in Apartments, gets a nice 2-piece. Molotov comes through, throwing him out of position, but Ace still stands. He nearly gets a quad. It's Esk to finish up the job in the end, as Red Devil pick up their 3rd. Thanks to the heroics of Ace picking up the triple kill, Red Devil stay afloat. You just want some aces and some hard overtime? If you want aces, there's 2 aces in the match I was doing right before this. It was a advanced match. I can't remember who it was between. My brain is kind of fried at the moment. And speaking of frying, oh my lord. Realstone, he eats a ton of Molotov damage, nearly burns alive in the chaos, and oh, that is so nasty. Horeg, he actually picks up another. He hits a wallbang through onto Easy Ethan. Horeg, I don't know what it is, but I count this man on hitting more shots through the wall than I would when he can see the player fully. Podbot, that's Hammer waiting around the corner. Only gets 1. He tries to spray through, but he does his best impression of the ESEA Rank G qualifiers and fails at just the wrong time. D-High left alone 1-on-4. Might be able to win 1 duel here, but it's still going to be a tough ask, no matter how you try to slice it. D-High down to 10 HP. He's just going to try to expend some of his utility so he won't go out without a fight. Last season, those IM playoff games he casted were so much fun to watch. It's regular season. I'm hoping to find more games. Right now, I'm just trying to practice to become a better caster advance, you know? But I agree with you. Sometimes it's not the most exciting game, but I just like repping my AZ boys. Anyway, 4-5. Red Devil have come back in a pretty dominating fashion. My keyboard just stopped working for some reason. That's strange. There we are. We're back to normal here. Anyway, let's check out what Red Devil are doing here. You see that they've only dedicated 2 players over towards B this time around. Ace, the ever pliable player, has made his way towards A this time around. As you see Gorilla Cheeks, they're just looking for a waterfall sort of strategy here. Just try to get the bomb down. Don't have exactly high hopes of this, but they actually might get more than what they're bargaining for, because they're surprisingly coming out on top of these duels. Ace has to deal with a lot of this, and he struggles to get more than 2. A 3-on-2, and maybe Gorilla Cheeks have some life yet, as they are about to get this bomb down. Retake soon to begin. If you want something interesting, Advance, maybe this is the kind of interesting round that you wanted to see. Titus loses that duel over towards Apartment. And this is like the only time I feel like I've seen a waterfall strategy work. Red Devil aren't even going to bother to go for this. They give up the round versus Gorilla Cheeks as they get up on 6. I cannot believe of all rounds that Gorilla Cheeks start putting together, it has to be the one where they're just forcing themselves through the balcony position. And by the way, my voice is so therapeutic. Thank you so much. I am sick right now, so I am a little bit under the weather, but I hope my voice isn't too much different. Either way, the bomb detonates. Gorilla Cheeks win the round off of a very unexpected pistol waterfall strategy. It seems like no one on Red Devil was able to deal with it, minus, you know, Ace KR, who was able to get a couple of kills, but not quite enough to secure the round for his team whatsoever. Red Devil are going to have one more okay buy into this one here. It's not going to be very pretty, sure, but it's going to be a buy for them nonetheless. High aggressive towards Banana will instead be rotating over towards mid, where Ace KR might be ready to greet him if he were to peek out his head a little bit more. But smoke through. Ace doesn't want to take that fight for now. Doesn't want to play with fire because he knows there's going to be some hell to pay if Gorilla Cheeks walk into his crosshairs. Tides again, uncharacteristic whiff, leads to him falling at just the wrong time, but luckily it's going to be stepping up. Ace KR gets in on some of the action as well. It's 2 frags apiece for the 2 men on the Ace site. And maybe Tides doesn't need to step up when his teammates do the job just perfectly. It's JSI versus 4, and he is almost entirely zoned out of this one. The only element that he has here is that element of surprise-esque. Surprisingly, he has no clue, and JSI manages to win the fight. Doesn't win the follow-up, however. Ace KR gets a triple for the round, making up in part for the uncharacteristic whiffs he had. Tides, so I'm going to need to see some improvement from him. He is sitting at 1-10 at the moment, and really has been struggling a lot in these gunfights. Again, there's still plenty of Counter-Strike to be played, and hey, Advance. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad my voice has something going through it. Oh god, Tides, that's so unfortunate. Now down to 1-11. He's having a very rough game right now. Unfortunate, but it does happen occasionally, and sometimes he's not in the easiest positions as well. I mean, what can he do other than not cross long like that, or not cross mid like that? Exactly, Tides, it's just unlucky. There's some whiffs that he's having as well, sure, but sometimes it's just timing and other unlucky stuff. But I mean, that's a really big positive for Gorilla Cheeks. That makes things so much easier for them. They can really fracture this defense of Red Devil if it hasn't been already, and choose where they want to take these fights. To be fair, a lot of those whiffs were hard swings. Yeah, but I'm thinking on like that eco round in particular, that waterfall strat, like, I don't know. It feels like he should have been at least able to get one, but he just died immediately. Who knows? Ace, he doesn't care. He's just going to go ahead and take that fight and win it. Nice flash over towards mid. Grants him a second. Can he get 3? Yes, he can. Ace. He is just doing amazing at the moment for his team. The gun round of Gorilla Cheeks leads to absolutely nothing, as Ace is hungry for a 4th. However, D-High might not be able to cross paths, as he knows where one is. D-High, maybe he can try to isolate some of these fights. He's trying to check every single angle, and he gets the right one to take down Esk. 1-on-3, still a very, very tall order. But maybe D-High can give us a little bit more to work with here. Bomb planted, D-High dead. Just like that. Time was not in his favor whatsoever, and because of that, it allowed Red Devil to feel comfortable pushing through those smokes and stuff. Really, there's only so much you could do if you're D-High. I would think that was probably his best course of action. Just, you know, plant the bomb as securely as you can, and then just hope you get like really favorable gunfights. But all tied up here, 6-6. Red Devil keep things competitive on Inferno, despite going down, what was it, 0-5 at the beginning? Seem to have struck back with a vengeance. Also notable is that Red Devil are bringing back that patented 3 banana setup, and my god, those nades are just going to tear away at the members of Gorilla Cheeks. You don't even need to see the players, Horeg! My god, an ace for the man! What was that? I know it was an eco, but that was disgusting. 3 of those kills, he didn't even see a player. It's a roast of terrorists. And Gorilla Cheeks, they're feeling the pain. They give up another round. That eco just leads to absolutely nothing. 2 more rounds for Gorilla Cheeks to make their mark on this T side. While Red Devil only need 1 more to officially win the half, it's not the most dominant CT half, sure, but if they can put together 8-7 or a 9-6 would be even better. That would be miraculous for Red Devil considering what they're starting with. Relatively normal default from Gorilla Cheeks as they are dedicating a couple of players over towards apartments. Easy Ethan with the AWP over towards bottom banana. And this has been the kind of setup that has favored Gorilla Cheeks for those first 5 rounds. But where they really struggle is those executes. Realstone has to be very, very careful. Because if he does have that bomb in hand, he has to be careful about choosing the entry frag or not. It might lead to his demise. Full execute nades come through. Esk waiting in pit will be ready, willing, and able to deal with this push if it comes to it. But the T's are playing this very slow right now. It seems that they're wanting to try to take some of this arch control. They could potentially do a CT wrap if they so felt like it. But Ace KR would be waiting for them if they even bothered for that. Esk in a very, very strong position at the moment as well. If you get one player, there you have it. Gorilla Cheeks, now this becomes a considerably harder push for them, but it's brought back just like that. JSI, surprisingly, not only finds 1, but 2 as well, including T-Des, the player who's had a very quiet performance so far, 1 in 12, will go ahead and add another death to his tally. Red Devil will be forced to give up this round. Which one is Hammer? Hammer is Podbot7. I don't know why he changed his ESEA name to that. It's very bad, but whatever. Jessica's and Horeg will maintain the artillery that they have in hand. Unfortunately, Horeg just constantly wrong place, wrong time, it felt like, for some of these rounds. The rounds where he hasn't shown up has been because, you know, they've been at a different site completely. It seems that whenever he's able to see an enemy, he shows up and blows up. Last round of the half here. It's all evened up. Who will come out with a lead? That is the next big question to worry about. But I'm really hoping, whatever happens, T-Des starts to show up a little more. They've been having a very, very slow game. 1 in 12 with 23 ADR at the moment. It's a struggle, but they haven't been the only problem for Red Devil. I mean, there's also been uncharacteristic whiffs on people like Jessica's as well, who is doing their part. Definitely playing more of a supportive role at the moment. Wait, no, was it Jessica's who had that whiff? No, I was thinking Ace, excuse me. Jessica's has been doing well, in my opinion. But Ace has seriously lit a fire under the cheeks of Gorilla Cheeks. He's gotten some crazy multi-kill rounds. Gorilla Cheeks, what's on the forecast? What's on the menu for you guys today? They've taken a lot of aggressive banana control. As you see Stone, bomb in hand, wants to slowly bring it out over towards B. Setting up in position over towards banana. The CT's dedicating a 3-2 split with Ace maybe soon to join the party. Smoke through from Horeg gives him a nice cushion of room to play around at the moment. D-High wants to go for a little bit more, though, and ends up getting punished. Again, Horeg, as soon as he sees a player, he seems to win every duel he wins, but it's just a matter of timing, because every single time Horeg gets it, he gets a shot off. I can't believe he even tagged someone through that. They're just being picked away, the T's. Gorilla Cheeks have no entry into the B bomb site. If it's not one player, it's the other. Horeg with a double, Jessica's with 2 as well, and really, that was nothing short of just dominance towards the very end of that half. Red Devil, they are dragging Gorilla Cheeks down to hell with them. There's definitely some marks to take from that as well, though. It's not the end of the world for Gorilla Cheeks. I mean, still, they put up a pretty... I don't know what the word for it would be, but a pretty formidable T-side half. Still garnering 7 rounds. I mean, it can't really get much more competitive than that. And really, the depressing part is that they started up 5-0 and they really struggled to get any more rounds after the fact. At the same time, though, huge heads up and huge play from Horeg in particular. The ace that he got on the anti-eco. I mean, sure, it was an anti-eco ace. Like, it wasn't, you know, against guns or AKs or anything like that. I think the most they had was like Mac 10s or something. But my God, was that not gorgeous to see at the same time? 3 people roasting alive to the Molotov and an op shot to close things out. It's just nice. Small break before we head into the second half. Both teams most likely just going to talk about things for a little while. I mean, hey, what's been going wrong? What's been going right? Gorilla Cheeks, I mean, what was that formula that you had going for those first 5 rounds that seemed to be completely discarded after the fact? And is it something that can be solved by better play on the CT side? Because that's their next big challenge, Gorilla Cheeks. How are they going to set up on the CT side? Because Red Devils seem to have their number towards the end of that. I wouldn't be surprised if they could adapt mid-half again. Short break. If you guys have any questions, I can answer them for the most part, but I'm surprised how long this is taking to actually get back into the game. I guess I can also go ahead and take a quick look at the stats and see who's been doing well and who hasn't been having a hot game. Well, obviously, TDES 1-12 with 22 ADR and 3.5 RWS. But that's fine. I don't want to victimize, or I don't want to make him like, you know, public enemy #1. Sometimes stuff like that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him pop off on the C or on the T side, you know? I mean, there's always a chance for people to get back into the game, and we're going to try to see Gorilla Cheeks continue that good start that they had. They struggled towards the second half of the T side. Maybe CT is more their forte. They will be doing a 3-2 split with Hammer and Stone. Excuse me, with Hammer and D-High, I should say, going over towards B. Meanwhile, Red Devil, what is this that they're setting up for? You see Esk is on top of his teammate's head right now. Oh, they're just going for an off angle. Sort of interesting. They're expecting some pushes from Gorilla Cheeks, which I'm not sure will be obliged. And they're starting to realize it as well. Ace, this time, gets on top of his teammate's head. But, oh, they make a little bit of noise while doing it. Bit of information given up. It's all quiet on the Western Front for right now. No duels have gone through, but that's about to change in a moment's notice because the cavalry has arrived, and it's up to Podbot and D-High to deal with this all together. First point of contact will be D-High. Nice one tap, a nice double tap as well. He actually finds 3. It's an absolutely massive round for D-High as he just dominates. He shuts down the push of Red Devil. TDES is going to need to get a lot more kills if he wants to finish up this round for his team. He gets 1, but that's all he'll get. That was all D-High right there. Nice double tap, makes it a clean pistol round for his team, and it's all evened up 8-8. You can't get much cleaner than that. And now he has officially topped the scoreboard. 12 kills. If you look at the kill differential, you know, between Gorilla Cheeks here, you see that's even for the most part with the notable asterisk in Stone. Only sitting at 3 kills for the man. But he's also been the big bomb carrier and tried to take on Entry a few times. He has really good movement, though. Look at that. He just self-boosted all the way up there. I still consistently struggle with that jump. It's a good one-and-done position. It might be best to use it on this eco round, if anything. Just really try to secure a healthier economy for your team. Stone looks away from the flash, taps away, takes down Ace. But they're quick to trade it out, though. TDES picks up another frag. Horeg with one as well. The CTs are slowly whittling away. However, Red Devil are still able to make this a very expensive round. Not only do they get the bomb down, but they're getting a notable number of players as well, to further trouble. And it's not too bad at the end of the day. It's plenty of cash to work with heading into the coming rounds. This is exactly what I was saying. TDES is already doing much better than he was on the CT side. And if you can get someone like TDES starting to pop off among everybody else that Red Devil has, you could start seeing this game swing in favor of Red Devil. It's too early to tell, I feel. You're really going to have to see everybody start stepping up and see how they, want to play their defaults. But it would be a good thing coming if they can get T-Des back in the server. And speaking of other players, how about that? Esk picks up JSI. Puts him out of the picture. JSI as well has had some very notable moments. It's all a matter of team play. And we're starting to definitely realize it here. Flash from Hammer gives himself a little more map control and a little more information as well. That's a big thing. Tosses out of smoke. And Ace will spam through it to no avail. In fact, actually it tags down Hammer a little bit. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Red Devil's still solidly in the lead. They don't need to force their hand just yet. They have about a minute to work with. Things meet their standstill. See a couple of players grouped up over towards alt mid. Looks like they're going to be looking for a flash up. Jessica's will be leading the charge this time around with Esk in wait. Spam damage from Ace over towards Banana, but the push is going to be happening over towards A here. Horeg has a bomb this time around. Jessica's seems to have second thoughts about where they actually want to be dedicating over to, and that actually might cause them some problems. Stone waiting on top of the balcony right now has a perfect opportunity to strike and take down this push. Unfortunately, it's all for naught, though. The rotates start coming in from the CC side. They aren't winning the duels that they need. Easy even, though, makes things a little bit sweeter for his team, so this is now theoretically possible for D-High. It's still going to be a very tough challenge, but it's a winnable challenge at that, and especially when you get a dink like that onto T-Des. T-Des with a Krieg in hand is now bleeding internally. And D-High will go ahead and pick up a Krieg of his own. Only 7 bullets left to work with, though. It's not giving yourself much comfort. He doesn't even win that first duel, unfortunately. He tags at both of the players, but isn't quite able to finish up the job. And that will be all tied up now, 9-9. There's some silver linings to take from that one, though. You notice that Gorilla Cheeks did drop 3 players, I believe it was, of Red Devil at the end of things. Sure, they got bombed down, so Red Devil obviously come out on top of this one, but it's not the end of the world. Nades down mid and Banana. I somehow just broke the spectator head. That was strange. I've never done that before. Anyway, early nades down mid. With the Jessica's getting tagged down to 93. Really does nothing. That nade sec kind of a failure, unfortunately. But Gorilla Cheeks haven't really invested much otherwise. Red Devil are perfectly content using some of their utility to really give themselves a healthy opening to take back this lead. This would be very nice buffer to have heading into the next potential gun round, especially if you can win this one in a convincing fashion. Excuse me. Easy Ethan gets up over towards Fountain. This is a one and done position, and he's the only one here as well, so really just try to stall, play as patiently as you can. Red Devil seem to have the number on where Gorilla Cheeks have started to push their way up against, and yeah, the rotates are going to be too slow for Gorilla Cheeks to really have any chance of snuffing this push out, and just like that, Red Devil will pretty much win the round. You see Hammers and towards Graveyard at the moment, excuse me, Church at the moment. So, I mean, maybe he could get an exit. I'm not even sure if they'll go his way, considering, I mean, Church is such a big question mark for the T side right now. There's almost no reason to start pushing him through there, so it's going to be kind of up to Hammer to force his hand a little bit. Maybe if he can get a couple of guns out of the hand of Red Devil, that would be huge, but they're not even going to bother obliging him. It's Real Stone and D-High to keep an eye on at the moment. Well, speaking of which, Hammer actually does step up with 1 kill. Might be able to get a second one. Indeed he is, but he goes down with the ship as the bomb detonates, and so does his hopes of keeping a gun. A good amount of kills, though, at the very end of things. Gorilla Cheeks managed to get 3 guns again out of the hand of Red Devil, but it's so hard to play this game with the T's, though, but considering just they're going to build that money quicker than you, and they will have better guns. push through Banana. You see that they're dedicating all 5 players through. A nade stack might not be exactly what they need, though. Jessica's is down to 63 and, well, actually 39, so that's a pretty healthy amount of damage. It doesn't convert into any kills, unfortunately for them. They can't do the Horeg impression and make 3 people burn alive, but I'll take what they can get. Ace aggressive towards mid. That was kind of risky. He had no idea on where any of the CTs could have been, so that could have been potentially dangerous. However, they seem to have a good read on the situation again, Red Devil here. As you see, D-High is the only person left alone at B. He's going to have to pull off something miraculous if he wants to take care of this push from Red Devil, but I feel like his time is numbered at the moment, and the clock will tick down, lead to his demise. Another 4-on-4 in this post plant. So much spam through the smoke, but it's all for naught. Not too terrible from Stone at the moment, though. I mean, again, if they can get a couple of more guns out of the hands of Red Devil, maybe this would be a little better for your team. But, I mean, I feel like Gorilla Cheeks have constantly been on the back foot. They haven't really had a good chance to, like, force the hand of the Thieves whatsoever, and I feel like the more they invest into these rounds, diminishing returns are really starting to come into effect. And we see a pause come through. Red Devil officially lead 11-9 versus Gorilla Cheeks, or 9-11, however you want to say it. And they do drop a player. I'm sure they'll be back very, very soon. D-High is just toggling on at the moment, obviously. He's had some pretty insane moments so far in this game. Again, look back to that triple kill that he got on the pistol. That was perfect, but wasn't quite enough to put his team back into the lead. And are they still calling him pause? That's weird. I got the pause notification again. Just a small wait before we get back into the game. I think the big things to take from this, though, is that I feel like Horeg has gone pretty quiet recently. We haven't seen his op, obviously, so far this half, but I'm really hoping we start to see it show up once more, because if you can get someone like Horeg back into the picture, he is such a damn flashy player, and his skills reflect it. 21-9 for the man. Huge shout-outs to T-Des as well. He ended this half at something like, what, 1-12, I believe it was? 6-14 is the score line that they're now staring, or the kill line, I suppose is the way to say it, is now what we're looking at. So, I mean, definitely much improved from Red Devil, and the score is starting to reflect it. Gorilla Cheeks on the back foot here are going to try to force something interesting. You see that they're going for a double AWP setup with Hammer and Ethan picking it up respectively. And more interestingly is that Hammer is going for a glass cannon setup as well. Has no armor to his name. And that puts him at a little bit of a liability for his team, especially on retakes. But, well, if there's anyone you have to trust, it has to be Hammer. I guess he's one of those players that can have some very hit or miss performances, and recently he's had a lot of hit performances, so let's hope that this is one of those cases. Good default from Red Devil at the moment, though. You see T-Des sitting over towards alt mid, trying to gather a little bit of information. You can hear a lot of footsteps if they're, running through apartments. We'll have a lot of advanced warning. And that might give Red Devil the cues that they need to start pushing it over towards A. You see all their players have started to dedicate their way through. Smoke over towards our side. Easy Ethan holds his ground for a little while before eventually backing. But the real person to keep an eye on here is Stone. He had many chances before to make this balcony hold work. He struggled a little bit with it before, but let's see if he can do a little bit better this time around. He is actually not squad one player go through, and oh my lord, it's a disaster! I stumbled over my words almost as much as Red Devil stumbled over that push. I cannot believe that actually worked out for Gorilla Cheeks. That looked like it could have gone the other way completely. They're essentially gifted so many free frags onto the A bomb site, but the kills came out perfectly from the CTs, and because of that, they keep things competitive on Inferno. Not too shabby indeed. They only dropped 2 guns in the midst of things, so definitely could be worse. Their money isn't healthy, though. And that's where things start getting worrying for the CT. That's where the good headlines end. Because if they drop this round here, they might be staring down the barrel of something pretty scary for Gorilla Cheeks. Potentially losing the match. Aggressive push from D-High leads to the death of Jeskus before it's quickly traded out by Horeg. And now it's an even 4 versus 4. Unfortunately, Hammer can't quite punish the aggressive peek of Ace. That jumping peek. No Michaelele shot for you. But he's going to be going in for seconds here. Hammer might have a good read on the situation. But I'm not sure if you'll have the right read on the situation. Ace plays that smoke to perfection. The smoke criminal adds another list to his rap sheet. Adds another crime to his rap sheet, I suppose you could say. As he picks up a second kill onto the player in Coffin. And that essentially wins the round for his team. Yeah, D-Rush, I have many questions about that one as well. That first frag, okay, I can understand. I don't know why Hammer was holding that angle, but that second kill, I have no clue how he managed to pop that one off. But because of that, it, you know, risk-reward sort of scenario. Red Devil are able to go up on 12. And now Gorilla Cheeks are in a very dire position. They're only going to be able to keep one Krieg into this next round. Stone will be stuck on a FAMAS unless he somehow, you know, just has an upgrade just fly into his hands. And really, if you're going to have to be saving 2 guns, you would really hope that one of them is a Krieg or an AK or an, you know, an M4 or something of the like. But no, it's a FAMAS. It's, you know, crappy $20, $50 weapon. Gorilla Cheeks have to kind of scrape the bottom of the barrel for these guns right now, and it's not the prettiest buy, but it's a lot better than I was expecting, to be totally honest. Easy Ethan stuck on a Desert Eagle, Stone on that FAMAS that he saved, but otherwise it's 2 M4s and a Krieg, so still possible from Gorilla Cheeks for sure. You see this default again from Red Devil, dedicating 2 players over towards Banana. With Horeg playing over towards T-Ramp at the moment. He's trying to search for a player peeking mid aggressively. They haven't had that happen in a little while, though. I believe it was Easy Ethan, if anyone, who's... Wait, no, who was it that was peeking mid? Was it D-High? I think it was D-High or JSI, one of the two. Either way, this default seems to be perfectly fine for Red Devil. They're able to expend a little bit of utility for Gorilla Cheeks for free. Ace, even though he makes a footstep, might not be enough to alert Gorilla Cheeks to any potential danger. D-High is playing anti-flash. They have a fake ready to go here. Ace will be trying to sell it as much as he can, but he's going to have to put on one hell of a show for Gorilla Cheeks to be convinced. And my God, will they not budge on their defense whatsoever here. The A execute begins. And first face will most likely be Hammer here on the arch side. And he's going to be able to get one without any problem. But the next hitch comes through in the form of Horeg, who takes him down with an AWP. But this has become considerably stunted for Red Devil at the moment here. T-Des gets a very vital frag. And oh, timing is not in the favor of JSI whatsoever. Inching their way back. Grab victory out of the jaws of defeat here. Red Devil. That should have been a round they dropped after dropping an initial player or two, but they somehow weather that storm and stay alive. Gorilla Cheeks, it seems like they want to go for this retake here, but as Easy Ethan falls, so do their chances of winning this round. Ace is a little bit hungry for more, but I'm not sure if he's... Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and respect the space at the moment. That's going to be another one on the board, though, for... our boys in red. D-High, maybe we'll get a free consolation frag. Can't upgrade to the AK, but you know, at least that's another gun out of the hand. Not that it matters too much here. I mean, you look at the money spread across the T side at the moment. It's pretty healthy. They can even get that AWP if they so desire. And interestingly enough, we also have a pause coming through. I would imagine this one's tactical. I can't imagine it being technical. Taking a quick look at the stats. Notable to mention that even though Horeg has slowed down considerably, he's still leading the scoreboard for the server at 25 and 10. Ace Second up at 20 frags to his name. 109 ADR for this half for D-High. And 102 from Horeg. Not too shabby indeed. You can see the full stats on the ESEA match page, of course, but right now it seems that Red Devil are running away with them, at least when you see individual performance like this. Peek mid. Luckily, JSI doesn't lose his life this time around. But be careful with the fire that you're playing with, because you might get burned. Horeg still watches over mid. Bomb is down. He just wants to try to flash his teammates up at the moment. Ace peeks through, finds no one. That's some free map control for you. He's perfectly content taking that for now. Jessica's has his back in case things go south, but they only go further. Red Devil take all the information that they want here. They have such a good read and really are just forcing the hand of Gorilla Chicks. You see Hammer is almost forced to rotate at the moment. Their setup is so weak at the moment, Gorilla Cheeks. They're going to need everything they can get, and almost nothing is working out in their favor. T-Des over towards alt mid is also just keeping two players over towards A because he's making just a little bit of noise. I mean, this is squarely in favor of Red Devil at the moment. Flash comes through. Ace leading the charge will go ahead and try to make his way in towards the A site here. D-High is going to be their first and potentially only problem here. The man with the M4 falls. And again, Gorilla Cheeks are in a very tough position right now. It's a 4-on-4. This is, I mean, a doable retake in theory, but it's just so damn hard to justify taking these fights. If you don't win this initial one, at what point do you just give up on the round? E.T. Ethan pushing through the smoke makes a lot of noise while doing it as well, so he's going to become a huge liability as soon as he pushes through, and Gorilla Cheeks are looking lost. This pistol, this eco, has nothing work out for them. They only managed to drop a single player, Ace. Otherwise, it's a clean sweep for Red Devil. Maybe they'll drop one more player to the bomb, or even more. Nope, Jessica stays alive too. So Stone will be able to keep an AK. Not too bad, but again, that's the only silver lining that Gorilla Cheek can take here. There's almost nothing working out for them whatsoever. AK might be the tool that he needs to work with here. Stone has been having a pretty tough game so far. 7-16 for the man. But I feel like he hasn't been doing too shabby, all things considered. At least on the CT side. Red Devil only 2 rounds away from officially winning this game, and I mean, they're looking poised to do it. They've had a pretty good track record so far on the CT side. Easy Ethan gives up some information by taking a shot onto the jumping Ace. Now he's forced to back off his position as well. Again, banana control essentially granted to Red Devil for the price of nothing. A single flashbang, maybe. Ace watches with his Krieg. Rotate over towards Banana. It looks like they're all set up for some action over at the B-bomb site. But Ace, oh, interesting position change from him. He's prodding a little bit over towards mid. He wants to try to sell this fake a little bit more. Will Gorilla Cheeks be convinced? I don't really think so. I'm not sold on it. I'm just a spectator. Leading the charge, T-Des is going to be the one trying to entry frag this time around. He's changed his fortune so far in this game after a dismal CT half. He's been leading his team to victory so far, but it doesn't seem to be one of those cases. Horeg is actually going to be the only one to find a kill for his team. Otherwise, it's a 2-on-4. Finally, Esk is put into the picture as well. Got a 4K last round. Makes it number 5. With a game in a round like this here, Ace comes in from behind and stabs JSI before he gets domed and taken out of the picture. 10 seconds left, a near impossible situation for Esk now. Forced to plant the bomb, and he gets punished for his troubles. Gorilla Cheeks go up on 11. Red Devil is staved off for a round longer. Horeg, 26 kills for him. Very good performance so far. feel like the real hero of that round, though. Kind of hard to choose one person, but I feel like, I mean, in particular, I have to say Stone. Oh, no, Stone was just kind of on a rotator roll, let's be real here. But T-High, pretty good stuff. And, oh, Easy Ethan having some bad luck. Bit of a rough start for him, but D-High keeps his team alive for now. But, my God, are they both bleeding internally. Easy Ethan falls. D-High is left alone to be the solo B player. Jessica just pushes up for no reason. Tries to chase a frag and gets punished. What was that? At least have a smoke for CT or something. That was essentially just a free frag. And that puts things squarely in favor of Gorilla Cheeks at the moment. It's only going to look sweeter for them, or is it? It's not sweet at all. Red Devils strike back with 2 kills of their own. What the hell is going on here? This should have been a round done and dusted for Gorilla Cheeks, but now they're starting to shake in their boots a little bit. They're starting to struggle a lot. This retake is going to be a very, very tall order. D-High on 4 HP and a single AWP, essentially a liability at this point. It's going to have to be pretty much all on Hammer. That's Podbot. To really show up for his team. He hasn't made a ton of noise as he pushes up towards port side, excuse me. So maybe if he can secure one frag, he'll have a good shot at this. But it's not looking likely, and it's looking impossible, in fact. Red Devil go up on 15. That was one strange round. I have no clue what the hell was going on there. Red Devils, or Red Devil, I should say, not Red Devils. That was a round that I did not expect them to fall, and I don't know, man. They somehow fell the beast of Gorilla Cheeks. Something strange indeed. Well, aggressive banana control from Gorilla Cheeks is on the plate at the moment. Flash through, ace. Easy Ethan is in a nice off angle, though. Should be kind of a one and done. I can't see him getting much more than that. Or he won't even get one at all, though. Luckily, D-High is going to try to avenge his teammate, and he'll do a perfect good job at it, excuse me. Picks up 2 with the MP9. Looks to upgrade his gun if he possibly can. Smoke out to cover his tracks. But he, oh my God, nearly burns alive. That Molotov spreads to right under his feet. That's why I hate Molotovs. I'll tell you that, D-High. I feel your pain there, buddy. JSI has come in to support his teammate for now as the defense is split 2-2. And now Red Devil will wander over towards the A site and beyond. Ask has gotten into a very tricky position, though. Arch has been completely given up, and surprisingly, this gives a lot of room for a potential CT push to come from behind. How the hell have they given up this much information? This is huge. Esk realizes this opportunity that has just fallen into his grasp as well. I don't believe there's anyone even watching for CT as well. JSI has some potential clues on where it might be, but really Esk might have the opportunity of a lifetime to close out this round for his teammates. Pushing through CT, JSI has no clue on what the hell is even going on right now. D-High is on essentially life support. He falls too, and my God, Red Devil might have just stolen this round away from Gorilla Cheeks, but they're going to need to get this bomb down. T-Des does it with barely any time left to spare. He's made his way up to double digits as well, and I think we might be seeing Red Devil winning this map 16-11 based off of the fact that they just did not watch that arch side. How the hell did S get away with that flank of a lifetime? That was unbelievable. Molotov comes through, forcing T-Des out of his position, but I don't feel like he'll falter too much because he still has the advantage through the smoke. Now it's up to Hammer, 1-on-3, but it's going to look a lot like his rank G qualifier as he's going to fail once more again. It's an unfortunate way to end things with a flank through CT, but that is unfortunately the way things go. Red Devil will officially win their first match of ESEA Intermediate in a very, very fun header. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Ito, but I just realized I said my name has been Ito. I said it so fast it sounds like Benito. Anyway, my name is Ito, and it has been an absolute honor to cast this match with you. And I am very, very hungry. I'm not going to lie. Do I stream random games? At the moment, yes, I kind of do stream random games, Jen. I wanted to cover this map in particular since this has some friends of mine. I might do your game, but right now I'm trying to chase and do a lot of advanced in particular. They have MDL player and a main player. Oh, I might actually. Uh, I believe for right now, though, I'm going to call it. I am very, very hungry at the moment, and I have not eaten pretty much since noon. And it's been 9 hours, so I'm kind of hungry. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching it. It's been fun, and it was a lot of fun. Hey, man, no problem. Thanks for putting on a good show. It was a lot of fun to watch, and hey, feel free to watch a VOD, whatever you guys want to do. If you guys have a Twitch Prime as well, hey, I usually don't try to plug for stuff like this, but I'm going to be getting some emotes soon, and if you guys want some of those, feel free to sub. It helps me. But if not, that's also totally cool. Thanks for watching. My name is Benito. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.